What about this? What about that? Peace, folk, and welcome back to another edition of the Proper Thought series right here on the old T.P.O.T YouTube page. I'm your host, X, of course, but you knew that already. That's why your black asses are here. Now today, I'm bringing y'all a What About from the What About series. And today, we are asking the question, what about when your lawyer has a fool for a client? Now, I've been watching a lot of this court stuff lately, right? And what you're looking at here is the Honorable Kenneth J. King. He serves at the 36th District Court, I believe, in Michigan. I believe it's Detroit. And he's a presiding judge of the criminal division. So a lot of people come before him. I watch a lot of this brother's stuff lately. And this particular case stuck out because a brother came before him this day and he decided that he didn't like how he was being represented by the public defender's office. So he thought that he would represent himself for some reason. So we're going to go ahead, man, and I'm going to show you this, man. And of course, I'll be stopping it periodically. So let's get at it. Well, all right. Enter in our defendant. I believe his name is Brother Taylor. And he's going to come in. And I do believe, from what I saw, I do believe that he had a co-defendant, but his co-defendant is out. Now, as you can see, the Honorable Kenneth J. King is to the right of your screen. In the middle is Brother Taylor. Below him is the district attorney. To her left, I believe, is the other brother's attorney, and to the right of her is the public defender who's representing this brother. But let's get at it. Fair use, Negroes. Fair use.
Here's Mr. Taylor.
Thank you very much. What's your name, sir?
Jose Taylor.
All right. Why is that, Mr. Anderson?
Your Honor, on behalf of my client, I'm going to request an adjourned PCC. I do not have any of the discovery. I requested it back 3 days ago, and I've checked all my emails. I'm not able to make a decision as to waiver or hold, and I don't want to bring the officers in or the complainant in if we don't have to.
Okay.
Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Henderson Yarby, I did receive the discovery yesterday. I spoke with my client last night. He is out on a substantial personal bond. But at the point in time when the court decides it wants to accept a decision, we will be demanding a preliminary exam. Thank you.
Now, this brother's co-defendant is out, all right? He had enough money, I guess, and he bonded out. But this brother obviously didn't because he's still in jail, all right? But we continue.
Will cause conference for both defendants to December 16th at 8:30.
Okay, and that's a PCC, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
December 16, Judge?
Yes.
I can do that. Not a problem.
Mr. President, I didn't know that you were on this. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were on this case, so I will send you the discovery today.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you.
Sure.
Now, notice the brother, he's sitting there. He's not saying anything. He's quiet, which is probably the best thing for you, you know, when you're in court. I mean, a lot of times I watch this court stuff and the people just be blurting out a bunch of ridiculous nonsense that doesn't help the situation. A lot of the things that they're saying does not help their situation at all, so they might as well just not say anything. That's usually the best, right? You got a right to remain silent. Use it, Negroes, especially when you find yourself in this situation. But we continue. Fair use, Negroes, fair use.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Ms. Drain.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. You and your staff have a good day.
Now, his lawyer's getting ready to sign off. He's like, okay, I went ahead and adjourned this case, for a week or two. So I'm about to be up out of here. But we continue.
I speak to my lawyer. You supposed to be my lawyer?
Yes, sir, and I will come to see you at the jail. I have been sick the first part of this week, and they would not admit me. As soon as I get the paperwork, I'll come and see
Can I
you.
request a tether or represent myself or something?
Up, and here we go. He's saying, I want to represent myself. I want to represent myself. But we continue. Fair use, Negroes. Fair use.
Because I'm not getting represented properly.
Mr. Taylor, it's unlikely that the judge would change your bond without having more information about the case by either holding an exam or having you waive the
All
exam.
right, I want to represent myself then.
He wants to represent himself. Now, the judge is just listening because him and the public defender is going back and forth. So the judge is just kind of listening and doing what judges do. But we continue.
I don't want you to be my lawyer.
Judge, I'm going to leave that decision in your discretion. I'm
Sir, you
unable to say anything.
A chance to represent you. He said he's going to come see you and talk to you.
I'm requesting to represent myself, sir.
Okay, go ahead, represent yourself.
Okay, so the judge is like, okay, Negro, represent yourself. But we continue. Fair use, Negroes. Fair use.
Okay. I want to request a tether.
No.
No.
Okay, can I request a bond reduce or something?
No.
Okay, I got a preliminary exam tomorrow. Huh?
No, you don't.
So this is just turned into one case or it's still two cases?
I don't know about two cases. I have one case with you. I don't know about a second.
Right. When we talked the first time, when I was home, I was out on the personal. I supposed to came to see you in person at 36 on the 9th.
Okay.
Judge, I'm only showing one felony matter in his list of cases.
And it's a misdemeanor, not a felony.
Now, he's representing himself, and his lawyer, who he doesn't want, is saying, this is one felony matter, but he's saying it's a misdemeanor. So he's now his own lawyer, so I guess he has a better grasp of the law than a lawyer does. But we continue.
Oh, sir, you're charged with a felony before me. You may have a misdemeanor somewhere else.
With you.
No, I don't do misdemeanors.
I don't do misdemeanors.
Okay, and what's my charge again?
It is assaulting and resisting an officer and domestic violence.
Assaulting and resisting an officer and domestic violence. That's his charges.
Right, I'm asking the judge. I want to represent myself. I don't want to.
You are representing yourself, and so far you're not doing too well.
The judge is like, you are representing yourself, and so far you're not doing too well, Negro. But we continue. Fair use, Negroes.
How do my lawyer don't even know what's going on with me?
He does know what's going on. He just requested discovery from the prosecutor.
I didn't know
who your attorney was.
This is crazy, man. I don't want him to represent me. They changed my lawyer 3 times in a row.
Okay. So you representing yourself. How's that working out for you?
He said you representing yourself. How's that working out for you? And the district attorney is like, oh, God, I hate Negroes. They're just so stupid. But we continue. Fair use, Negroes. Fair use. And look at his lawyer. His lawyer's like, God, I got to deal with this fool.
Not good.
Right.
But
Where'd you go to law school?
I'm tired of sitting in jail, though. I've been sitting in here for weeks. This is my second week.
And it's all someone else's fault now that he's in jail. Yeah, it's someone else's fault. Has nothing to do with him. Has nothing to do with the crimes that he's accused of. It's all someone else's fault that he's in jail. Put a pin in that. But we continue. Fair use, Negroes. Fair use.
Where did you go to law school?
Excuse me?
Where did you go to law school?
I didn't go to law school.
And it's crazy because the judge is humoring this nonsense. He's like, where did you go to law school? Well, we continue.
Where did you go to college?
I didn't go to college, sir.
Did you graduate from high school?
No, sir.
And you think you're better able to represent yourself than Mr. Y.L.H.A.F.F.A.C? Mr. Y.L.H.A.F.F.A.C, where did you go to law school?
Wayne State University, I'm proud to say.
Where did you go to college?
University of Michigan for undergrad in Ann Arbor.
I use that against you, but okay.
Can I get time?
You're practicing law.
Can I at least get time to talk to my lawyer instead of him coming to see me?
He said he was coming to see you.
I'm saying I want to settle this now. I want to try to get out.
It's not going to be settled now, sir.
Judge, could we maybe go in a breakout room and I could have a talk with him?
Now, he said all of that. He said, I don't want this dude to represent me. And he's in there doing a horrible job of representing himself, of course. But the public defender is still willing to, go to a breakout room. They go into a private chat. And, they, I guess, talk about his case, legal matters, et cetera, et cetera. The public defender is still willing to do that, even though he said all this nonsense and said about 4 times he doesn't want the man representing him. But we continue. Fair use, Negroes. Fair use.
Please.
Okay.
And Mr. Wozniak, I just sent you the evidence.com link containing paper and digital discovery for this case.
Oh, thank you.
Join the breakout room, Mr. Taylor.
Touch that button on your screen. Yes, there.
Okay. So they're in the quote-unquote breakout room. The judge is entertaining it, which he doesn't have to do. He doesn't have to entertain this, right? So I guess they're in the breakout room. They're discussing the case, all that kind of stuff. So, and of course, the district attorney, let me go ahead and stop this. Of course, the district attorney, she's sitting there, getting ready for the, next case or, the next thing that's going to happen here. And they're not too concerned with this. They probably run into this type of stuff all the time. Negroes get up there, actually think they can represent themselves. When they haven't finished high school, they haven't been to college. They definitely haven't went to law school, but somehow they think they can come in there and represent themselves. Newsflash, Negroes. Those of you who find yourselves in these situations, especially when you're facing felony charges, representing yourself is stupid. I repeat, representing yourself is stupid, especially if you haven't studied any law. All right? You haven't studied any type of law, but somehow you're going to represent yourself. It's a bad idea. You're going down. But we're going to roll this because I think they're coming in a few minutes. Yeah. They'll be coming back in a few minutes, and what y'all are gonna see next is well, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna let you good folk decide for yourselves. Let you decide for yourselves, because he's gonna come in here and he's gonna talk about, all the reasons why he needs to get out, and him being in jail, being problematic. Damn, they got a lot of noise going on up in here right now. Yeah, a lot of noise going on. But he's going to come back in here and talk about how problematic it is that he's in jail, and how it's affecting his life. But like I always say, once you find yourself jammed up, you want the court, you want the district attorney to consider all these things going on in your life. But these things you obviously did not consider that are going on in your life, because you have found yourself here. I have people in my family who are like this, always in and out of jail, doing a stint in the penitentiary here, a stint in the penitentiary there, and they're always talking this same kind of crap. Oh man, they always locking me up, and the white man after me, etc., etc. And I tell them, I'm like, it takes effort to go to prison. It takes effort. It's not like the police just showed up at your house one day, knocked on the door and say, let's go to prison. No, it took effort. And I've also told them many, many times, if you applied half the amount of effort to stay out of prison that you apply to get into prison, you would probably be okay. Because I say again, it takes effort to get locked up. Now, of course, you have those isolated incidences where you may get framed or somebody accuse you of something that you didn't do. But regardless of what people say, man, that is a minority of people that are behind bars. The majority of people who are behind bars, their asses belong right where they are. All right? The population of people in there that don't belong there or got framed or trumped up charges is a minority. Now, contrary to belief, people will tell you that everybody in there is innocent. But we know that is bullshit.
And the jail's supposed to be sending him back in.
All right.
Okay.
His lawyer's back. I guess he's coming back momentarily as well. And
I heard him call the deputy to do that.
I'm bringing them out. It takes a minute for it to close out the room, though.
And the judge is entertaining this. The judge is like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and humor this Negro. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead because I pity him. I'm going to go ahead and humor this nonsense. Because I've watched judges, and some of these judges, they don't tolerate when, people go to acting crazy. They just be like, okay, you're out of here. Next case. But the judge is actually entertaining this. Maybe the judge is actually getting a kick out of it. I don't know. But we continue. Fair use, Negroes. Fair use.
Thank you for being so patient with us.
Okay. Do we need to go back on the record?
Yes, Judge. Do we need to formally recall it?
Okay, we're back on the record on People versus Jose Taylor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Daniel Wozak on his behalf. At this time, my client has directed me to request the court assign him a bond with a tether.
Now, he already asked for this earlier when he was quote unquote representing himself. Now, a tether is like a GPS thing where they can keep track of them, while they out. And the judge flat out told him, no, on that. He already said no. He said no to the tether. He said no to reducing his bail or his bond. But we continue. Fair use, Negroes. Fair use.
Provision. I do not have any other information than the court has at this moment. My client clearly has not even graduated high school, and this is the nature of the crime itself is assaultive. So I don't know what to say on his behalf, Judge.
So I'll tell you what I told him. No.
He said, I'll tell you what I told him. No. And I mean, no, Negro. But we continue. Fair use, Negroes. Fair use.
All right. Now, as a second matter, he has asked me, even without the tether, is it possible we can reduce his bond from what it's set at right now?
What is it set at right now?
$250,000 cash.
Now, his bond is $250,000 cash, right? That's his bail. So obviously, whatever he's accused of, the evidence must be heavy, and it's serious. Whatever it is, it's serious. But we continue.
So, in his efforts in representing himself, he really did himself a disservice. Just
He said his efforts in representing himself, he did himself a disservice.
that quick.
Well,
He told me that he has a misdemeanor case. And I think the misdemeanor might have been a domestic violence, if I'm not mistaken. So now he has a felony case.
Now, y'all hearing this, right? He was already out on a misdemeanor domestic violence case. So he was in jail. He got out. And while he was out, he got himself arrested again. But we continue. Fair use, Negroes. Fair use.
So without more information as to what's going on, I'm not inclined to reduce his bond until I figure out what's going on, if he's capious. I don't know anything about this defendant at this junction.
then we'll accept the PCC date, Judge.
Me already, sir, on the bond redetermination?
Excuse me?
Have you been before me already on the bond redetermination?
Yes, that was 3 days ago.
Yeah, and so no circumstances have changed since then.
Sir,
Yes.
I want to get an understanding. I know she been before you. She been charged with stabbing me in March, and you dropped her charge.
And here we go talking about stuff that has nothing to do with the case. I hate when I see Negroes do this. All right. They start talking about stuff that has nothing to do with the case, and or they start talking about a lot of stuff that has to do with the case while the district attorney is present. The DA is right there. The last thing you want to do is start talking about your cases in front of the district attorney. Forget talking about it in front of the judge. That's stupid too. But the district attorney is on the line, and this is recorded, obviously. But we continue. Fair use, Negroes. Fair use.
Let her home on tether. Why I can't come home on tether?
Why I can't come home on tether? Because you are a fuck up. You were out. And now you're back in. That is why, sir. But we continue. Fair use, Negroes. Fair use.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
I didn't press charges on her. You was her judge.
Well, that's why it was dropped, because you didn't press charges on it.
The judge said that's why it was dropped. He's like, oh, why was it dropped? And the judge is like, because you didn't press charges. That's why it was dropped. But we continue. Fair use, Negroes. Fair use.
What? And she ain't pressing charges on me. She saying the prosecutor would.
I don't know that.
Excuse me.
I don't know that.
Can I please have my bond reduced? My CPS is going to take my son.
Now he's talking about CPS is going to take his son. Here we go. Fair use, Negroes. Fair use.
As I indicated, sir, I don't know anything about you other than what's already been discussed, and I'm sure Mr. Reagan went through the whole 9 yards on why I should reduce your bond, and for whatever reason,
Please.
I wasn't inclined to do it then. No circumstances have changed in those 3 days.
What, can I?
I'm going to rely on what I did the first time. Your bond is continued for now.
What, can I get a tether so I can at least stay home with my son and take him to school? And
here we go again, talking about the kids and going to school and all this old kind of foolishness. Now, he wants the court to consider all of this stuff, but before he got himself into this, he was not considering it. But we continue. Fair use, Negroes. Fair use.
do what I gotta do as a parent. I'm trying, sir. Please. I won't go. I know I went against your order by letting her even come in contact with me. But
And here we go. Study talking about the case. Study talking about what he was doing. Study talking about what got him in here in front of the district attorney. He's talking about this. But we continue.
I promise, sir. I just need to get back to my son. I do whatever I gotta do. I'm not trying to make your job hard or nothing. I come see you every day if I got to. I do community service. I do whatever you want me to do, sir. Please.
And I know his lawyer's like, will this dude just shut the hell up? Why are you talking about the case in front of the prosecutor, you stupid Negro? But we continue. Fair use, Negroes. Fair use.
Please, can I at least work this case on the outside? Please, can
He keeps talking, he's gonna have me remember who he is and why I left his bond at $250,000 cash.
Well, Judge, it appears that he's just indicated he violated the bond already by contacting his ex-girlfriend.
I did.
There it is. He already admitted that he violated his last bond condition by getting in contact with this girl who he wasn't supposed to be around or in contact with. He's just admitted on the record, on a recorded line, that he violated his bond conditions. But we continue. Fair use, Negroes. Fair use.
He has information from her.
See, this is what my lawyer is doing, sir. He's not trying to work for me. He's saying what I did, and he don't even know me.
No, you're saying what you did. You just said it. He just repeated it. This is why you don't represent yourself, especially when you know nothing about the law. Because when it comes to law, make no mistake, man, people don't care about your story. They don't care about your situation. They don't care about your feelings. What they care about when it comes to law is the facts. That's what they care about. But we continue. Fair use, Negroes. Fair use.
He ain't even asking. He not even letting me tell him. They just changed my lawyer 3 times. 3 times. This the 3rd lawyer. Every time I jump on the screen, I got a new lawyer. That's crazy. I'm trying to just get home to my child. I didn't contact her. I'm arrested because she saw me inside the gas station.
Notice he studied talking about the facts of the case, and he's also bringing up his kid. Now, take a look at the right-hand corner, right? That's the district attorney, right? Right now, she's probably looking up his case. She's probably looking up the facts of the case, the accusatory instrument, the documents, the arrest report. She's probably glazing over that right now because he just study talking, study burying himself. And it's always been told to me ever since I was a little boy, when you're in a hole, the first thing you have to do to get out of it is stop digging. But we continue. Fair use, Negroes. Fair use.
And if you're my lawyer, you should contact the gas station clerk and ask what really happened and get discovery of that.
I requested the discovery. Mr. Taylor, I requested the discovery by electronic transfer the day after I was appointed to your case.
And how do I even know that you was appointed to me? I don't even know you.
Well, at the appropriate time, I can give you a copy of my order of appointment.
So I gotta wait until you come see me and go back to court on the 16th. That's next week.
That's correct.
That's right. That's next week. And look at the judge. The judge is like, okay. The judge is like, this Negro. I cannot believe this dude is talking about representing himself. Now, mind you, look to your right now. Right-hand corner, district attorney. She's listening too, as he just constantly buries himself even deeper. Not so much with the judge, because his bail is $250,000, so the judge ain't too concerned. But he's yapping about his case. So you know the district attorney is concerned. But we continue. Fair use, Negroes. Fair use.
Please, Judge, can I get my bond reduced to 10% at least? Please, sir.
Please, Judge, can I get my bond reduced? Now, the judge done told him no like 3 times. They even went in the breakout room, and he came back, and his lawyer even, lobbied it for him too. And the judge said, no, Negro. But we continue.
I'll do whatever you want me to do, Kenneth King. I promise you.
And he calls the judge by his name, Kenneth King. Oh, you definitely not getting nothing now. But we continue.
I do community service at 36 if you want me to. Salvation Army, whatever I gotta do to get back to my 8-year-old son before he get took again. Because he got took before and it was hard for me to get him back.
Now, listen to what he's saying. He's saying his son was taken before, right? And it was hard to get him back. So, that being the case, shouldn't you be doing any and everything to stay your black ass out of jail? Once again, man, these people always want the court, the district attorney, the lawyers, the world to consider things in their lives that they themselves did not consider in their lives. Because if they did, they wouldn't be where they are. Those same reasons that you laying at the judge's feet should have been the reasons for you to not do what you did to get your black ass arrested. I'm sorry. I'd rather, brother, he's sitting in this situation, just say nothing. Don't get in here and try to use your kid as a shield to try to draw sympathy from people. You wasn't thinking about your kid when you was out there doing what you were doing. Was your kid with you while you was out there committing felonies? Was your kid with you when your ass was getting locked up for whatever you got locked up for? Did you say, let me not commit this crime because my kid got taken? I got to get home to my kid? No. You went, you did the crime. Where was the kid when you were doing these crimes? Where was the kid? Obviously not with you, right? Because as much as you care about your kid, there's no way you would have went and committed these felonies while your kid was present, right? But we continue. Fair use, Negroes. Fair use.
Please. Please, sir.
Judge, if I may, because he is talking so much,
Yep, because he's talking so damn much. Now she's looking at his case. But we continue.
he has now jogged my memory as to the bond redetermination hearing. And I do remember looking at the new case to see what the allegations were, because he said about the gas station. And I do remember reading in the police report that, yes, this happened at a gas station and there was another person involved. I think that was there as well. And the allegation
The brother, right?
I believe so. Yes, Your Honor.
They were trying to say that the brother is the one who assaulted her.
Right, not me. Not
Yes,
me.
Judge.
And they pulled up. He wasn't.
Study talking about the case. Now he done jogged the judge's memory. Because, you know, judges see, I don't know how many people, man, throughout a day. A district attorney deals with I don't know how many people throughout a day. So these people don't really remember you, man. They kind of looking on a sheet. You know, they looking at your accusatory instrument, you know, your arrest report. That's it. You're just another number. But he has yapped so much that now the district attorney remembers who he is. And so does the judge. And I do not believe that this is a good look for this brother. But we continue. Fair use, Negroes. Fair use.
Wasn't there. They pulled up.
I knew he would sink himself
Yes.
before he keeps talking.
Yes. So I do remember reading in the police report that the allegation was, yes, against the brother, but also this defendant was charged because she said that he was asking her for money and then he started punching her. So
I asked her for money.
So
How could I?
So what I want to say is whether or not there was even if there was some sort of incidental contact accidentally, there wasn't supposed to be any contact. And the allegation is that contact then led to another physical assault. And that is why he's where he is right now.
And there it is. Now, the district attorney has pretty much laid it out. He was supposed to stay away from this girl. Didn't, right? Didn't stay away from her like he was supposed to. Allegedly assaulted this person again because he was out, obviously, right, to get rearrested. And here he is. But he wants to represent himself. Yeah. But we continue. Fair use, Negroes. Fair use.
That's what I have, Judge, and I'm asking for no reduction.
He's a danger to the community. Bound to be continued. Thank you, Mr. Y.L.H.A.F.F.A.C. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
The lawyer's like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I don't understand, man. Because I know things happen in brothers' lives, okay? I've had things happen to me in my life too, man. You know, sometimes things are beyond your control. I get it, all right? I get it. Because none of us are perfect, right? But that being said, If you're already arrested and you're told to stay away from this person who is the complaining witness of your arrest, man, you better do every damn thing you can do to get the hell away from wherever you think this person might be. And see, that's the thing, right? And we've discussed this before. These dudes get these stay away orders for these women, and they still at the woman's house. They at her mama house. They at parties where she's gonna be. They somewhere where they know the girlfriend's work. I mean, what is it? I've said this a million times, man. If you and a woman have gotten to the point where she's calling the police on you, my brother, it's over. Even if she doesn't want it to be over. All right? Don't go back to her house. Don't be at her mama house. Don't be where her friend works. Don't be where she work. Don't be at places where she hangs out. You need to stay away from this girl. But brothers don't do that. They know they got the stay away order. And I'll even say this. These women will put these stay away orders on you and get on the phone and call you for you to come over and fuck them. I get it. But you tell her, look, got a stay away order on me. I need to stay the hell away from you, woman. That's what you say. Even if you live with her, if y'all live together and it's to the point where she's calling the police on you, hey man, I don't know what you got to do. Find you a hotel, find a hostel, live in your car, crash at your man house, sleep in the woods. I don't know. But the only reason why you should be going back there, you should be going back there, number one, accompanied by the cops, and to get the rest of your stuff. But these dudes don't do it. They continue to be around these women. Like, what? Does she got magic pixie dust coming out of that funk box or something? Is the ass that good that you willing to go to jail to get some more of it? It's just crazy, man. But I digress. But we continue. Fair use, Negroes. Fair use.
That prosecutor ain't even been answering the phone. She leaving you voicemail. Voicemail. Check your voicemail. She been calling.
He's telling the district attorney to check her voicemail. And look at the judge. The judge is just stoic, like, Negroes. But we continue.
Yeah. Way clean up there, like way and very, yeah.
And he's back. Notice, look at the judge, look at the district attorney. I mean, at this point, at this point, he's just humor. At this point, all right. He's just humor. That's it. He's just another case of a Negro in there. Number one, who doesn't know what he's talking about. Number two, habitual offender. Number three, someone who's gotten out of jail and is back in jail before the first case he had is even finished. So at this point, he's just comedy to him at this point. They're just not laughing. Like I am. But we continue. Fair use, Negroes. Fair use.
Correct. Figure at January 4th on the 1,000. Okay.
How much you want to bet the judge is just looking over his case right now? Like, because the one thing you don't want these judges to do, man, is try to make it personal with you. You don't want the judge to make it personal, man. I mean, you want him to just look at you as another case on his caseload. That's what you want. You don't want him to make it personal, man. I mean, that's not a good idea. But we continue.
What we said is exactly accurate, because we were looking for him. Okay.
Yes, sir. What's your name? Oh, this is the same guy. Why is he back? You're
He's like, why is he back? Yeah. Why you back, Negro? You finished.
all set, sir.
In the background.
Excuse me?
You're all set.
All right, and can you please tell the prosecutor to check her voicemails?
He's still talking. He's still talking. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. This kind of crap. Like, it's over, man. There's nothing else you can do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure sitting in the damn county is hell. I get it. But at some point, man, you got to go ahead and, cut your losses, man, and just move on. Cut your losses, move on, and shut your ass up. He done already talked himself into a corner. He's already talked himself into a corner, man. And he's still talking. Oh, can you tell the prosecutor to check her voicemail? What he doesn't understand is that the prosecutor doesn't work for the judge. The prosecutor and the judge both work for the state. Judge isn't her boss. Now, he has some power to make decisions that affect the prosecutor, but he's not her boss. He can't make her do anything. And these are the type of people who will say, I want to represent myself, Your Honor. But we got to stop it right there. And, yeah, man, I just wanted to bring this to y'all, man, because I thought it was funny. And because, like I said, man, I watch a lot of this stuff, man. And, some of it is sad. Some of it is pitiful. But some of it is just straight comical. It's straight comical. And you look at some of these people, man, that come through here, man, and you listen to them talk, and you know why they're in the position that they're in. They're in the predicament that they're in. Because of how they are. Because of how they are. Like the prosecutor said, he sits where he sits because of the things he does. Or the things that he doesn't do, which is stay away from that damn woman. And I say again, he wants all these considerations made. He wants the judge's pity. He wants the court to think about his kid. But he doesn't think about his kid when he's out here committing crimes. It's crazy.
She ain't even answering the phone for people. That lady want to drop this charge. And
I've
she
heard
ain't even
enough from you.
answering
You're
the phone.
done. Nothing else, sir.
Nothing else, sir. Get your ass out of here. Get your ass out of here and shut your ass up. Study talking. Study talking. And saying things that are not going to help him one freaking bit. But like I said, man, we're gonna wrap it up there, man. I mean, I've seen enough. I've heard enough. Because I know that the judge and the district attorney has too. But this is what happens to you When your lawyer has a fool for a client, especially when you're representing yourself. Your lawyer has a fool for a client. But that's all. I want to thank y'all, man, for spending some time, man, here, man, watching this ridiculousness. You could have spent your time anywhere. You decided to spend it here, and it is appreciated. I don't take you good folks lightly, man. I never have, and I never will. You got my word on that. So, with that, I will leave you good folk with 3 words, you know, like I always do. Open your mind. Peace, folk. Only from T.P.O.T. Media. Open your